This is linear first order differential equation. So, in order for us to solve for a linear equation which is first order, i-check muna na, we need to check first, di ba? If nakabilong ba siya sa linear first order differential equation. So, dito, basahin natin yung kanyang formula ay yung step-by-step procedure kung paano i-solve yung ating linear first order differential equation. So, an equation of the form dy over dx plus py is equivalent to q, where p and q are function of x only, is called linear differential equation. So, therefore, first thing that we need to check is dapat yung formula mo is the form with this one. Dapat ganito yung form niya. Okay? Dapat yung p tsaka yung q mo is dapat x only yung kaniyang variables. Okay? Next one. Pag ganyan, ang gagawin mo, ito yung mga step-by-step procedure na gagawin mo. First is, the solution of dy over dx is equivalent to q is obtained by multiplying throughout by what is termed as integrating factors. So, ito po, ang gagawin po natin is, i-multiply natin siya ng r both side. So, ito ay r dy over dx, rpy plus iq. So, pagkatapos dyan, the differential coefficient of the product ry is obtained using the product rule. So, ginamitan po siya ng product rule. Ayan. So, ito yung kalabasan. Anyway, this is just the solution kung paano nakuha yung ating formula. But if you know the formula already, you can just apply that one. No? So, parang in-explain lang niya, class, kung saan galing yung formulas natin. So, pagkatapos po daw niyang product rule, no, ang ginawa niya is the same with the left side of the equation when r is chosen such that rp is equivalent to dr over dx. So, nilipat lang sa kabila. So, therefore, if the derivative of r with respect to x is rp, then therefore, separating the variables gives dr over r, no? Nilipat lang sa kabila, then si dx nilipat din sa kabila. Pagkatapos po is integrate both side. So, by integrating this one, mag-result siya ng logarithm of r is equivalent to p dx plus c. So, from which, yan yung magiging r is equivalent to e raised to, di ba? Alam naman natin, pag mayroong logarithm, if we will multiply e to both sides, magiging maaangat siya, magiging exponent siya. The exponent niya is integration of p dx plus c. Or e integration of p dx, then ec. So therefore, substituting this one to our equation gives this equation. So yung medyo mataas. And by that, simplifying po this one, no, magiging d over dxy e raised to integration of p dx. Ayan, then derivative mo sa both side. Then, ito yung lalabas natin na formula. So again, medyo mahirap siya intindihin, pero that is just the derivative of your formula. In-explain lang po kung saan galing yung formula natin. So therefore, ang kailangan lang nating i-memorize or i-formularize is this formula. ye raised to integration of p dx is equivalent to integration of e raised to integration of p dx, then q dx. And then, by that one, ito po yung ating step-by-step procedure in operating a linear first-order differential equation. So, first one, our first step is to identify. No? First step natin is to rearrange. Dapat po yung ating equation is nakaganitong form. Second one is we need to identify sino yung p natin. Ang p po natin yung katabi ng y. Diba? So, and then yung q natin yung nasa other side, which is the function of x, kumbaga. Okay? So, with that, we need to determine the integration of p dx, or we must integrate yung p natin. Pagkatapos po natin siya i-integrate is i-substitute po natin siya sa integration of p dx. Again I hope that you will screenshot this one kasi ito yung step-by-step procedure na gagawin natin for this day. And then, pagkatapos po, substitute natin siya e raised to p dx into equation number 3. So, yung nabuo natin sa equation number 3 is i-substitute natin siya dito. Ayan. Substitute lang natin siya. Pagkatapos, integrate natin siya. Then you're done. No? Dapat lang alam mo lahat ng formulas, no? Formulas sa ating differential calculus and integral calculus. 'Di ba? Kaya nga sabi natin, sa differential equation, wala kayong taka sa differential calculus and integral calculus. So therefore, I hope that naka-ready always yung inyong mga formulas sa differential and integral calculus. Ha? Baka sabihin nyo sa exams natin, sir, kulang yung oras. Yes, kulang siguro yung oras kasi hindi ka nakapag-review and or hindi naka-ready yung mga formulas nyo. Okay, so I hope that you will review your differential and integral calculus. Okay, so let us proceed po sa ating first problem. Again, i-apply po natin lahat ng steps na binigay kanina. Okay, so ang first step po natin na sinabi kanina, dapat po yung ating equation is in the form dy over dx plus py is equivalent to q. So therefore, ito is i-rewrite lang po muna natin in this one, 1 over x dy over dx. Ano ba yan? Wait lang. Pangit masyado. 1 over x, then dy over dx. Pawal lang natin siya. Plus 4 y is equivalent to 2. That is our original formula. So, ang gagawin po natin is dapat wala to, di ba? Kasi in the form yung dy over dx plus py. So, multiply natin both side by x para ma-eliminate to. So, this will be eliminated. Ito is madagdagan. Ito is madagdagan. So, magiging dy over dx. Ano ba yan? Ayan. Ayan. dy over dy over x lang pala. No, kasi cancel out to. Dx pala, sorry. Ayan. dy over dx plus, ito magiging 4xy is equivalent to 2x. Okay? So, I think na nasunod na natin yung form niya. dy over dx, p, y is equivalent to q. So, next thing that we need to do is to determine sino yung q natin dito. So, ang q po natin dito is eto na sign. 'Di ba? Kasi yung sinusunod po natin dito is yung formula kumbaga. Yung ating statement. So, that is 2x. And yung p po natin dito is yung katabi ng y, which is si 4x. Ayan. Okay? So, therefore, next thing that we need to do, di ba, is to integrate our p. So, therefore, integrate natin ang p with respect to dx. Ang p po natin is c 4x dx. Okay? So, integrating 4x dx, that is equivalent to, power rule po tayo, no? So, that is equivalent to 4x and then 1 raised to 1, di ba? So, 1 plus 1 is 2 divided by 2 plus c, di ba? So, pwede nang wala, kumbaga plus c. Okay? So, therefore, simplify lang po natin, cancel out, this will become 2x squared plus c. So, that is the value of our integration of p dx. Okay? Next thing that we need to do is to find our e p dx, di ba? Yan yung sabi na ang third step natin, kumbaga. P dx. Di ba? So, paki-review yung kanina ha. That is equivalent to e, then yung nakuha natin na integration of p dx, which is eto, substitute lang po natin 2x squared. So, wag mo na lang yung isama yung plus c. Kasi mamaya sa final answer natin, doon na lang natin ilalagay yung plus c. So, that is just the same. Okay? So, therefore, next thing that we need to do is to substitute to our general formula. Diba? Isulat na lang natin dito na side para mas masundan. Yan siguro. Okay? So, first thing, dito banda ha. Diba ang sinusundan natin na formula, that is yung dy over dx, diba? Plus py is equivalent to Q. So, ito yung nasunod natin kanina. And then, next thing, di ba? Hahanapin natin lahat si integration of P dx saka si E integration of P dx in order for us to substitute that one to our general formula, which is Y E integration of P dx is equivalent to integration of E integration of P dx and Q. Ayan. Then, huwag kalimutan si, iurong ko lang slide, si dx. dx. Okay? So, therefore, dito na tayo na step. I-substitute natin siya lahat because I think nakuha naman natin siya. Okay? So, this will become y. So, y. I-integration of p dx natin is e raised to 2x squared. Ayan. Substitute mo lang. Is equivalent to the integration of e integration of p dx. So, same pa din, 2x squared. And then, last one is q. Ang q po natin is 2x. Diba? Then, dx. Ayan. Okay, so proceed po tayo. Next thing that we need to do is to simplify. Eto sa left side is okay na siya. Ang problema na lang natin is dito medyo sa right side. Okay, so how to integrate this one? Using yung exponential rule. Diba? Alam naman natin yung formula sa exponential rule sa integral calculus. Ha? Again, you need to review your formulas. Okay? E raised to u du is equivalent to EU plus C. Diba? Mao na itong formula. Yan yung formula natin. Okay. So, therefore, with that one, gagawin po natin is to determine our U. Ang U natin dito is yung exponent ng E, which is equivalent to 2x squared. Okay? So, therefore, derivative ng u natin, use your differential equation. 2 times 2 is 4. Tapos, x minus 1. So, 4x. Then, lagyan natin ng dx. Next thing is, we need to check if balance ba siya o hindi. So, i-transfer natin to the other side. du divided by 4x is equivalent to dx. And then, substitute natin sa ating original formula dito. Then, let us try to check if tama ba siya or hindi. Okay, so check natin siya. That is equivalent to integration of e. 2x squared natin, that is our u. Then, 2x natin is, wala pa no, 2x pa din. Then, dx natin is du over 4x. Ayan. So, it's our time to cancel out. So, cancel out natin to. Cancel out 2 na lang yung remaining. So, therefore, may excess, may sobra tayo na 1/2. So, ilalagay natin dito, 1/2. Ilalabas lang natin yung 2 na denominator. Then, magiging EU du. So, therefore, okay na siya. Same na siya sa formula. We can use our outcome na formula. Diba? So, which is equivalent to 1/2 of, what is our EU? Wait lang, isulat ko muna to. Isulat ko muna to na part That is y e 2x squared is equivalent to 1/2. Then yung EU du natin ng e. Then u natin is 2x squared plus c. Diba? Okay, so that is our general formula. Pero as you can see, this is a particular formula or equation yung hinahanap kasi given yung x tsaka y natin. Pag hindi sila given, this is our final answer. But unfortunately po, binigay siya. So, we need to solve our particular formula, which is we need to solve the value of our c. Okay? So, ang gagawin po natin is to let x is equivalent to 0 and y is equivalent to 4. So, i-substitute lang po natin siya sa ating general formula. Okay? So, what will happen is 4, kasi y natin is 4, e, then multiplied by 2, 2, then ang x natin is 0, then squared. Ayan. Wait lang, isulat ko ulit. 0 squared. Diba? That is equivalent to 1/2. Ayan. E. Then 2, same sa kabila, 0 squared plus c. So, again, use your calculator. Pero para mas mabilis tayo, no? Yes. Diba? So, that is e2 raised to 0 squared. That is equivalent to 1. Diba? Ito. This is 1. And this is also 1. Kasi lahat ng may exponent ng 0 is 1 yung value. So, therefore, 4. Lipat to sa kabila. 4 minus, diba? 4 minus 1/2 is 7/2. Okay? So, therefore, makukuha po natin dito, therefore, C is equivalent to 7/2. Or you can just use your calculator. No? Release lang nimong X, dapat shift solve. No? I hope that you know how to use shift solve, ha? Mag third year na baya mo, second year na baya mo. So, therefore, C is 7/2. Therefore, i-substitute po natin siya sa ating general formula. So, pag substitute po natin sa kanya, magiging y e raised to 2x squared is equivalent to 1/2 e raised to 2x squared, then plus 7/2. Ayan po. So, next thing, di ba? Alam natin na if we are dealing with linear first order differential equation, dapat po y lang yung sa left side. So, we need to transfer everything sa right side. Again ha, sinasabi ko naman yun sa quiz natin and exam, but I hope that pag naka-inculcate na no, sa mga mind ninyo na if you are dealing with linear first order, dapat po y lang yung sa left side. So, therefore, maghahanap tayo ng paraan to transfer lahat for everything sa right side. So, ang gagawin po natin is to multiply both side ng e 2x squared, di ba? Para malipat, ma-cancel out to. So, cancel out din to. Di ba? Then, ito is ma-distribute. So, therefore, with that one, ang answer po natin is y. And na-cancel out naman siya. Kaya malipat sa kabila. Di ba? Then, 1/2. Cancel out din siya. So, 1/2 lang siya. Then, plus, ito is magka-multiply, no? So, therefore, magiging 7 divided by 2e raised to 2x squared. Ayan. So, therefore, that is our final answer. Okay? So, that is our final answer. Pwede din, no? Na i-simplify natin siya. Pwede natin siyang ilagay sa itaas. So, paano yan? No, pwede nating i-factor out. Again, I will accept this one as our final answer, pero pwede din ninyong i-simplify. So, ilagay ko lang sa labas si 1/2, so magiging 1. Plus, eto, ilabas ko si 1/2, so magiging 7. Diba? Factor out lang po. Then, si e2x squared is ilalagay ko sa itaas. Diba? So, magiging e raised to negative 2x squared. So, ilagay ko lang siya sa baba. Ayan. So, magiging negative 2x squared. And, pwede din yan na final answer. Ayan. Okay? So, raise hand po if you have any questions so far. I hope that nasundan ninyo. If hindi, no? So, siguro, kulang lang kayo sa review or just review our recorded session ngayon. Then, i-post mo lang kung saan banda yung hindi mo na sundan. Okay? And again, paki-review talaga ng mga formulas natin sa differential calculus and integral calculus. For example, ito, no? From integral calculus, ito. 'Di ba? Yung process natin dito banda, no? Integral calculus diyan ang topic. So therefore, review your integral calculus para masundan niyo ako sa ating lesson. Okay, so screenshot po. so that we can proceed to our second example for this day. Okay, so Raysan, if you're still there, if you're listening, about the others, si Salubre lang ba yung andito? Baka natulog na yung iba, ha? Okay, so again, pagkatapos nito, we have a quiz, pero ugma pa. we will have a quiz tomorrow. So, ibibigay ko lang bukas. We will not meet tomorrow. Quiz lang po tayo. Okay, so hinay daw ang signal ni Antaw. Okay, so let us proceed po sa ating problem number 2. So, ito yung solution coming from the book. Pakita ko na lang siya. Ayan. 1/2, 7e. Or, pwede din ganito. We are just the same. Diba? So, ikaw bahala. Kasi sa book na kinunan ko, medyo straightforward siya. So, ginawan ko ng step by step talaga. Okay? So, proceed po tayo sa ating problem number 2 or equation. Well, example number 2. So, sa example number 2, show that the solution of the equation is given by eto, y is equivalent to 3x. So, ipakita daw natin na etong formula na to is eto yung kaniyang differential equation. But again, 'di ba? Yes. Sa exams natin and sa quizzes, wala pong show, no? So, wala po to. Kumbaga, find. Hindi siya show, find. Anyway, at least, binigay na sa atin yung answer. Dapat lang i-prove natin na they are just the same when we are done with our integration. Okay? So, sige, proceed tayo. So, isusulat ko lang po first yung formula natin, di ba? So, first thing that we need to do is dapat in the form of dy over dx plus p, y is equivalent to q. Di ba? Then, pagkatapos, dapat mabuo natin or i-substitute natin siya sa y, integration of p dx is equivalent to integration of e, integration of p dx. Diba? Yan yung goal natin, kumbaga. P dx then kulang ng q. Ayan. Okay? So, therefore, proceed po tayo. Tingnan din po natin if linear first order ba siya. So, first order naman din siya kasi y is naka 1 degree, first degree, then x is naka first degree. Therefore, first order siya. Okay? So, first thing that we need to do is to simplify this one or rewrite. Diba? I-rewrite natin siya na ganito yung form niya. Okay? So, therefore, dy over dx plus 1 is equivalent to negative y over x. So, ang gagawin natin is i-transfer ito sa other side and ito sa kabila. So, i-swap natin sila, di ba? Okay, so swap po na natin sila dy over dx. Ito, transfer sa kabila, so magiging positive y over x is equivalent to ito, transfer sa kabila, magiging negative 1. Okay, next thing that we need to do is to i-separate lang natin kasi dito nakaseparate si p tsaka si y. So, dito gagawin natin dy over dx plus 1 over x. No? Same naman din sila, di ba? Parang sineparate ko lang para makita talaga natin yung ating p is equivalent to negative 1. Ayan. Ayan. Negative. Okay, so therefore po, we can now determine the value of our q which is equivalent to yung nasa kabila, which is negative 1. And then, we can determine also the value of our p which is equivalent to eto, di ba, yung katabi ni y. Ang katabi ni y is si 1 over x. Okay. So, therefore, next thing that we need to do is to integrate our p with respect to x. So, therefore, that is equivalent to the integration of 1 over x dx. And alam natin, no? So, ipakita na lang natin, no? Integration of our integration of our p dx is equivalent to, tingnan niyo sa inyong integral calculus na topic. Tingnan niyo yung notes ninyo, what is the formula for this one? The formula for that one is logarithm of x plus c. Diba? So, paki-check ha. Basta I'm sure that that is the formula or that is the answer. Okay, so therefore, next thing that we need to do, diba, is to substitute that one to our e, integration of p dx. So therefore, that is equivalent to e integration of logarithm of x. And then, as we all know, no, balikan natin sa ating senior high school. As we all know, we can simplify if we have e logarithm of x, pwede siyang i-write as x. Diba? Ma-cancel out siya. Kumbaga. So, therefore, dito, e integration of p dx is equivalent to x. Kumbaga. Diba? Ay, sorry. Sorry. May sobra tayo dito. Wala siyang integration. Logarithm of x lang. Diba? Kasi integration of p dx is logarithm of x. So, logarithm of x kaagad. Walang integration. Kumbaga, substitution. Okay. So, proceed po tayo, class, sa ating general formula. Ito. So, substitute lang po natin siya y. Then, e integration of p dx is x. So, x is equivalent to integration of e integration of p dx, which is x. Ayan. Kalimutan ko yung integration sign. Then, q. Ang q natin is negative 1. Then, dx. Ayan. So, therefore, dito na part, no, isibog lang na ako gamay. Ayan. Kasi, kulang kasi tayo ng, ayan. Kulang lang ng dx. Q dx. Okay. So, proceed po tayo, class. Next thing that we need to do is to substitute. To integrate, diba? So, integrate natin to. What is the integration of x? Ito, negative 1. Diba? So, i-transfer mo lang sa labas, negative. Simplify na lang natin dito, negative x dx. Diba? So, that is simply x n plus 1 over n plus 1. So, x, ang n po natin dito is 1. Diba? 1. So, 2 over n plus 1. So, another 2 plus c. And this is our general solution. Diba? Pero, hindi po yan yung hinahanap natin. We need to prove. Diba na ito yung answer natin. Okay? So, therefore, hahanapin natin yung value ni c. So, c, in order for us to get our c, we need to substitute x is equivalent to 1, which is given siya ha. Ito siya. So, that is x is equivalent to 1 and y is equivalent to 1 also. So, therefore, i-substitute po natin siya. Y natin is 1. Ito ha, substitute natin dito. X natin is 1 is equivalent to negative. X natin is 1 squared. I hope that you have your calculator. Practicein yung calculate na plus c. Pwede mo naman mata-mata. 1 times 1 is 1. Negative 1 squared is negative 1 half. So therefore, ilipat mo sa kabila, that is 1 plus 1 half. Diba? So 1 plus 1 half is simply 3 over 2. So yun na kayo na. Pwede po i-shift solve nimo. Basta 3 over 2 dapat ang answer. Okay, so therefore po, yung ating answer dito is y, x is equivalent to negative x squared over 2 plus 3 over 2. Then, dapat diba i-prove natin na yan siya. Then, alam din natin pag linear first order, dapat y lang yung sa ating left side. So, therefore, multiply both side by 1 over x para ma-eliminate yung x sa kabila. O kumbaga, ilipat lang natin siya sa right side. So, therefore, this will become y is equivalent to negative. Ito is cancel out, cancel out. So, magiging negative x over 2. Then, plus, ito 3 over 2. So, therefore, mag-multiply lang siya. 3 over 2x. Okay? So, sir, hindi sila the same. Baka mali tayo. So, same po sila, class. Ang gagawin natin is parang, elementary. Elementary days, di ba, alam natin. If, for example, 1/2, we have 1/2, di ba? I hope that you know how to combine two fractions. Di ba? 1/2 plus, for example, 3/4. Di ba, ang ginagawa natin, class, is to find their least common denominator. So, 4. Then, multiply mo siya, i-divide mo siya. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Multiplied by 1 is 2. I hope elementary ba nga topic. Then, 4 divided by 4 is 1. Multiplied by 3 is 3. Diba, ana ta mag-add? So, parehas pa diri So, ang kanilang least common denominator dito is si 2x. Diba? Kasi si 2x merong 2. Si 2x may 2x. Okay? So, 2x divided by 2 is x. Then, multiply natin sa negative x. So, magiging negative x squared. About this one, 2x divided by 2x is 1 multiplied by 3. So, magiging plus 3. So, the same na sila. No, baliktad lang na siya. Negative x squared plus 3 or 3 minus x squared. That is just the same. Therefore, that's our final answer. So, tapos na tayo. Na-prove na natin. But again, sa quizzes natin and then sa sit work or sa exam, hindi siya show. Find siya. Find. Then, eto wala. Okay? So, that's our final answer. Okay? So, ayan. Rizan, if you have any questions so far, screenshot po tayo so that we can proceed to our next na topic. Our next example para. Okay? So, apat lang mo, no? Plus katong isa, pang 5. So, natay 6 nga absent, no? Abi siguro nila enroll lang na tong DEI. Sige lang, o kung mabagsak, bagsak jud, no? Wala yang UI. Bagsak is tanggal talaga sa engineering. Okay? Payo bahala, no? Kapoy na og pamugos og sulod. So, kamo kung musulod mo sa klase or hindi. Okay? So, but again, no, I am always recording your attendance. So, pag meron tayong 9 absences overall, that is NCA or no credit due to absences. So, I hope nga dili mo absenot. Ha? Okay. So, proceed po tayo. Ayan. Proceed po tayo sa ating next example. Delete. So, delete natin. Ito yung solution coming from the book. Diba? Same lang sila. Diba? Pag swap, same naman din yan. Okay? So, proceed po tayo sa ating next example. Ayan. Determine the particular solution of dy over dx. Ayan. Minus x plus y is equivalent to 0. So, same po yung steps na gagamitin natin kanina. So, mas maganda, no? Siya, gi-erase pa gid na ako. Sige, sulat lang na ako balik, class. Diba? So, diba, ang first thing is dapat in the form dy over dx plus p y is equivalent to q. Pagkatapos, dapat i-substitute natin sa y, integration of p dx is equivalent to integration of integration of p dx. Then q dx. Ayan. Diba? Okay, so proceed po tayo. First thing is to rewrite, diba, na dapat ganito yung form niya. Okay, so therefore that is dy divided by dx minus x plus y is equivalent to 0. So therefore, i-transfer lang po natin to the other side, that is dy over dx plus y is equivalent to x. Okay, so by that one, we can determine ang q po natin is yung nasa other side, which is x. Then ang p natin is yung katabi ni y, which is wala. But technically, may katabi siyang 1, di ba? May katabing 1. So, p natin is 1. So, therefore, the integration of p dx is simply the integration of 1 dx, which is simply, di ba? What is the integration of that one? That is x plus c. Or kumbaga, x. Okay, so substitute po natin siya sa integration of p dx. That is equivalent to x. Ayan. Okay, so therefore, next thing is substitute natin siya dito. So therefore, that is y raised to x is equivalent to integration of raised to x. And then yung ating q. Q natin is x, then dx. So therefore, ang u po natin dito, eto na, dito tayo mag-focus ha. Tapos na tayo dito. So therefore, ang u natin in that part is x. Diba? So therefore, derivative ng u natin is dx. Okay, so next thing that we need to do is to simplify. Diba? Ex dx. I think, okay. This one is, this is not ordinary, diba? This is integration by parts because we have two parts and then hindi siya ma-cancel out yung x. Yes. So I hope that you would still remember, you still remember how to do your integration by parts. Diba? So ang u natin na itutuning is si x du. Wait lang, start natin ha. U natin is x, di ba? Integration by parts. What is the formula for integration by parts? Di ba? So, yung integration of muna tayo, u, du, is equivalent to eu plus c. But as you can see, may katabi siyang x. So, we cannot execute this one. So, we will be using integration by parts, which is integration of u dv is equivalent to uv minus integration of v du. So I hope you still know how to use your integration by parts. So u is equivalent to x. Ang ituturing natin na dv dito is si ex dx. Okay, so therefore, this one is i-differentiate. Ayan, differentiate. This one is i-integrate. Diba? So, palayo lang ako siya gamay. Ayan. So, integrate po natin siya. Integration of dv is v, while the integration of ex is simply ex plus c. Diba? So, substitute po natin siya sa formula. uv minus v du. Okay? So, sulat ko lang muna to sa baba. That is y ex is equivalent to uv. Ang u po natin is x. Ang v po natin is ex. Minus integration of v du. So, ang v natin is ex. Ang du natin is dx. Ayan. So, malapit na tayong matapos. Next thing is to integrate this one. So, copy lang natin y ex is equivalent to x ex. This one, diba? Integrate ninyo. Pwede na niyo siya gamiton. Kaya wala na siyang katabing x. Diba? So, therefore, that is minus raised to x plus c. And that is our final answer. Okay. That is a general formula or general solution. Because ang hinahanap natin is particular solution kasi meron tayong value ng x tsaka y. So therefore, next thing that we need to do is to substitute x is equivalent to 0 and y is equivalent to 2. So therefore, substitute po natin siya dito. That is 2 multiplied by raised to 0 is equivalent to 0 Ganun na open and close. E raised to 0. Ayan. Minus E raised to 0 ulit. Plus C. So, by using your calculator, this is equivalent to 1 at 2. Ito is 0, di ba? Ito is 2. Ito is 0. Ito is negative 1. So, pag ilipat mo sa other side, 2 plus 1, magiging, yes po, C natin is equivalent to 3. So, therefore, substitute lang po natin siya sa general solution natin. Magiging y ex is equivalent to, ano ba yan? Is equivalent to x minus ex plus c is 3. And again, dapat, di ba, pag linear first order, sabi ko sa inyo, dapat y lang yung sa left side. So, therefore, para ma-transfer yung ex to the other side, i-multiply natin both side by e raised to x. Okay, so therefore, this will be cancelled out, this will be cancelled out, ito is magkakaroon ng ex. So therefore, y is equivalent to x minus 1 plus 3 divided by ex. And this is our final answer. Sir, pwede ba ilipat natin sa taas? So, okay lang. This y is equivalent to x minus 1 plus 3 multiplied by e raised to negative x. So, pili ka lang sa dalawa. Basta ha, si y lang dapat ang nasa left side. Okay, so screenshot po. So that we can proceed to our next example. This is problem number 4. We have 5 problems for today before we end our class. Sharo gamay makatunan 5 ka problem atong isolve for this day. Okay? So again, class, just review your differential and integral calculus. Okay, so isulat po natin dito sa ating left side yung formulas. Ganun, i-erase man ako, no? Sige lang, para ma-practice po ta og sulat. Diba? So, ang first natin na task dapat in the form of dy over dx, diba? dy over dx plus py is equivalent to q. Pagkatapos, dapat in the form or i-substitute natin sa y e raised to integration of p dx is equivalent. Okay, so e p dx, integration of e, integration of p dx, then q dx. Ayan. Okay, so proceed tayo. No, first thing is dapat ganitong form. So, ang gagawin natin is to write this again. dy over dx. Sir, paano yan? dy over d theta. So, parang ituling mo lang, no? Ituring mo lang na x si theta. Di ba? Yung x is equivalent to theta. So, same lang yan. That is just a variable. Di ba? Pwede lang natin yung palitan anytime because that is just a variable. Okay? So, dy over d theta is equivalent to secant theta plus y tangent of theta. Okay. So, therefore, yung may katabing y, yan yung ililipat natin sa left side. So, magiging dy over d theta is minus y tangent of theta. Is equivalent to secant theta. Ayan. So, therefore, determine po natin, 'di ba? Ang Q natin dito is yung nasa right side, which is si secant of theta. While yung ating P, ayan, is yung katabi ni Y. I-rewrite ko na lang siya, class, 'di ba? Dapat si Y yung nasa kabilang side. So, parang i-emphasize ko lang siya. Tangent of theta, then y. Okay, so ang P po natin dito, erase ko lang ulit. No? Ang P natin dito is C tangent of theta. Diba? So, therefore, that is integration of P dx is equivalent to, diba? Integration ng ating tan theta. Dito is positive siya, di ba? So, therefore, negative yung ating lalagay dito. Negative tangent of theta. Then, d theta. Ayan. So, therefore, integrate lang natin siya. I hope that you have your formula. The formula of tangent theta is integration of logarithm of secant. Diba? Formula ra na siya class, tanawa sa inyo ang integral calculus ha. Basta kay integration of tangent theta is logarithm of secant theta. Then negative man siya, so negative. Okay? So next thing that we need to do is to substitute that one to our formula. Integration of p dx. Simplify lang natin saglit. Is equivalent to negative, diba? So, si negative, pwede natin siyang, di ba? Pag negative dyan, pwede mong ilagay sa taas. Di ba? Lagyan na lang natin dito yung formula para hindi makalimutan. Integration of tangent theta d theta is equivalent to logarithm of secant theta plus c. Di ba? Formula yan sa integral calculus ninyo. Okay? Then, meron din tayong formula, di ba? Sa ating logarithm. Hindi naman siya formula. Parang, ano siya. For example, n logarithm of x, pwede mong ilagay siya as exponent. No? So, logarithm of x raised to n. So, therefore, yan yung gagawin natin. Dito, banda, c, logarithm of secant, gagawin nating logarithm of secant theta raised to negative 1. Parang ginawa natin siyang exponent. And then, as we all know, di ba, sa ating trigonometry. So, again, sagol-sagol na ni, differential calculus, integral calculus, and trigonometry. Alam natin sa trigonometry natin that trigonometric, ano tawag dyan? Trigonometric identities. Ayan. Trigonometric identities that secant theta is equivalent to 1 over cosine of theta. Diba? So, si secant raised to negative 1, parang inverse lang siya ni cosine. Diba? So, therefore, we can write this one, integration of p dx is equivalent to logarithm of cosine theta. Sagol-sagol na. Kaya nga, medyo mahirap si DE. Okay, so therefore, substitute po natin siya sa E, integration of p dx. So therefore, that is E raised to logarithm of cosine theta. And then, alam din natin, di ba, sulat ko ulit, sa ating logarithm rule, if we have E raised to logarithm of x, pwede po siyang makancel out, x na lang po siya. Okay. So, therefore, eto magiging E integration of p dx is equivalent to cosine of theta. Diba? So, simplified na talaga siya. Ayan. Okay? So, next thing that we need to do is to substitute lahat dito sa ating formula. So, therefore, this is y. Lalagay ko dito banda. Y cosine. Masigo ba siya? Kung gina-estimate. Sigo lagi na. Y cosine of theta. Ano ba yan? Ayan. Is equivalent to integration of E p dx, which is cosine of theta pa din. Ayan. Then, Q. Q natin is secant theta. Then, d theta. Ayan. Kasi dx, pero yung x natin dito is theta. So, d theta. Okay? So, therefore, with this one, we can simplify this one, di ba? Kasi wala tayong formula sa integration ng cos theta secant theta. Then, kanina sinulat ko na si secant theta is a trigonometric identity which is cosine theta d theta. Pinalitan ko siya. So, therefore, pwede siyang ma-cancel out. So, ang remaining na lang po sa atin is C integration of d theta. Yes, what is the integration of d theta? Y cosine of theta is theta plus C. So, therefore, lagyan natin ng line. This is our general solution. Okay? So, ito yung answer. But, unfortunately, binigyan tayo ng value ng y tsaka theta. So, therefore, you need to substitute the value of y and theta. Okay? So, let y is equivalent to 1 and theta is equivalent to 0. So, therefore, substitute lang natin na 1. Ayan. Cosine of theta is 0. Is equivalent to 0 plus C. So, by using your calculator, that is obvious, cosine of 0 is 1. Yan, is 1 yan siya. Di na 0 ha, baka sabihin yung 0. Cosine of 0 is 1. So, therefore, C is equivalent to 1. So, substitute lang natin siya sa ating general formula. That is y cosine of theta is equivalent to theta plus 1. Then, sabi ko kanina, di ba? Dapat i-transfer natin to the other side. Dapat y lang yung sa left side. Okay? So, therefore, transfer lang natin siya, magiging y is equivalent to theta plus 1 multiplied by, ito, transfer, magiging reciprocal, di ba? Cosine of theta. Ayan. So, therefore, 1 over cosine theta, alam natin na secant theta. So, y is equivalent to theta plus 1 multiplied by secant of theta. And that is our final answer. Final answer. No, medyo maraming process but wala tayong magagawa. That is DE, differential equation. That is a combination of differential calculus, integral calculus, algebra, trigonometry, tanan-tanan na. So, pati mabuhat. Mawagin natin yung process. Okay? So, therefore, screenshot po so that we can proceed to our next and final na tawag dyan, final na example. Okay, so, erase ko lang siya. Delete. And ito yung final answer natin. Diba? The same sa kanya. Okay, so proceed po tayo sa ating final na example for this day. Find the general solution and the particular solution of this one. Sige. Hanapin lang natin based sa kanyang hinahanap. So, eto, erase. Huwag na natin erase lahat kasi magagamit natin yan. Eto lang erase natin. Ayan. Okay? So, QDX. Let's start. Saan lang ako gamay? Okay, proceed po tayo ha. So, first thing that we need to do is dapat nakaganitong form. Naka-dy over ano. Wait lang. I-move ko lang siya slightly sa taas. Ano ba yan? Yan, okay na yan. Then, find the general solution of the equation. Ang taas naman yan, no? Sige lang, wala tayong choice but to operate that one. So, try natin. X minus 2 dy over dx. Kung titingnan ninyo, no? Linear first order naman din siya kasi walang squared sa ating, no? Puro siya first degree. yung ating mga variables, no? Si x tsaka si y is naka first degree. So, yan yung una-una mong i-check. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin is to eliminate this one. Dapat wala, di ba? Kasi wala siyang katabi. So, how to eliminate that one? We need to multiply both sides. Oy, sorry, kulang. We need to multiply both sides by 1 over x minus 2. Para ito ma-cancel out. Diba? Then, ito malipat sa kabila. Okay? So, magiging dy over dx plus, ito madadagdagan, magiging 3x minus 1 all over x plus 1 and then x minus 2, diba? Then, may y is equivalent to ito, madadagdagan 1 over x minus 2. Ayan. Okay, so therefore, with this one, madedetermine natin si q. Ang q po natin is ito, si 1 over x minus 2, and then yung p natin medyo mahaba. No, si 3x minus 1 all over x plus 1 and x minus 2. So therefore, yes po, we cannot integrate this one normally, no? So pakita natin integration of p dx is equivalent to integration ng 3x minus 1 divided by ng ating x plus 1 then si x minus 2 dx. So therefore, what will happen is we cannot integrate that one. We need to use yung ating partial fraction. No, I hope that you know how to use partial fraction, ha. So, paano po gamitin si partial fraction, sir? Pakita natin. So, eto i-distribute natin magiging 3x minus 3 divided by yung nasa baba, x plus 1 and si x minus 2. Diba? So, therefore, separate lang natin a over x plus 1 and c plus b over x minus 2. Ayan. Okay. So, therefore, separate lang po natin siya. What will happen is, ma-cancel out, no? Lagay lang natin ulit 3x minus 3 divided by x plus 1, x minus 2. Again, ha, partial fraction yung ginagawa ko dito. Partial fraction. Ayan. So, algebra. I hope na na-topic ito sa algebra ninyo. So, next thing is to cross multiply. So, magiging a multiplied by x minus 2 plus b multiplied by x plus 1. Okay, so that is all divided by, maipon na sila, x plus 1 and x minus 2. So, as you can see, class, same na sila ng denominator. So, therefore, ma-cancel out na si denominator. So, ang remaining po natin is 3x minus 3 is equivalent to a x minus 2 plus b x plus 1. So, we need to find the value of a and b. So, mag-iisip po tayo ng value ng x para ma-cancel out si b o ma-zero si b. Ano ang dapat value ni b? Ni x dito para maging 0 si b? That is negative 1, di ba? Tama ba, class? Di ba? Kasi pag negative 1 to, negative 1 plus 1 is 0. So, b times 0 is 0. Okay? So, yan yung gagamitin natin. So, wait lang. Ipaduo lang sa ako. Kay layo. Ayan. So, therefore, ito is magiging 3, negative 1, negative 3 is equivalent to a. Then, this one is negative 1 minus 2 plus b Diba? Ang b po natin is negative 1 plus 1. So, magiging 0 siya. So, if you use your calculator, negative 3 minus 3 is negative 6. Ito is negative 3. So, negative 6 divided by negative 3 is 2. So, therefore, pwede po di-calculator nyo para sure. That is equivalent to 2. Okay, next thing, let x is equivalent to, mag-iisip tayo ng value ng x para ma-eliminate si a. Diba? Ang pinakamagandang value dyan is si 2. Kasi pag 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay? So, therefore, 3 multiplied by 2 minus 3 is equivalent to a. Then, magiging 2 minus 2 plus b, 2 plus 1. Okay? So, therefore, this 1 will be cancelled out. 3 times 2 is 6, minus 3 is 3, divided by 3 is 1. So, b is equivalent to 1. Okay ba? So, therefore, b is equivalent to 1. So, screenshot po tayo para makaproceed tayo sa next page kasi hindi na siya mag-cache. Okay? So, screenshot po. Screenshot ko din siya. Para. Okay, screenshot ha. May value na tayo ng A tsaka B natin. So, therefore, if we have the values of our A and B, we can integrate this one na. Diba? Ma-integrate na natin siya, kumbaga. So, therefore, integrate lang natin siya. Pwede din, no? Ilagay na lang natin dito. I think mag-cache pa man siya. So, isulat na lang ako, ha? Integration, ito. Dito tayo nag-end, no? Integration of P dx is equivalent to integration of, eto, na-separate na natin siya. A natin is 2. So, 2 divided by x plus 1. Then, plus, ang b natin is 1. So, divided by x minus 2. Ayan. So, lagyan natin ng open parenthesis dx. Then, dito is close parenthesis. Okay? So, therefore, we will be using, tawag dyan, yung logarithmic rule. Diba? Kasi, raised to negative 1 kasi siya. So, that is logarithm of u plus c. Okay, so 1 over u du. Again, review your integral calculus. Okay, so therefore, by using that one, makukuha natin p dx is equivalent to 2, kasi 2 yung excess natin dito. Then, logarithm of u, ang u natin dito is si x plus 1. So, x plus 1. And then, plus, dito is logarithm, dito na banda, then x minus 2. No, logarithmic rule, paki-review. So therefore, as we all know, no, sa ating logarithm na topic sa algebra, balik tayo sa algebra. If we have logarithm of a plus logarithm of b, di ba, class? That is, pwede mo siyang ipaghalo. That's logarithm of a multiplied by b. So therefore, with this one, di ba, pwede din natin, di ba? Then yung n din, may isa, n logarithm of x is equivalent to logarithm of x raised to n. So, i-apply natin siya dito. Magiging integration of p dx is equivalent to logarithm of, ito i-combine natin, ito is magiging exponent. So, logarithm of x plus 1 squared multiplied by, ito sa kabila, x minus 2. Ayan. So, close parenthesis. So, ayan na siya. Kumbaga. Okay, so ang gagawin ko lang is to move ko lang siya slightly sa taas para mag-cache siya. Ayan. Okay, so screenshot po tayo ulit. Ayan. So, screenshot and then proceed po tayo sa next page ha. Ayan, at least nakuha na natin si PDX. Okay? So, proceed po tayo sa ating next slide. Okay, so i-erase ko na lang to. Wait lang, ilista ko muna siya. Erase ko lang muna to lahat. And delete. Okay? So, proceed tayo. Ito, ilipat ko lang dito. Integration of p dx is equivalent to logarithm of x plus 1 squared. 1, ayan. Multiplied by x minus 2. So, therefore, if hahanapin natin si e raised to integration of p dx, magiging, ano lang to siya, exponent. Logarithm of x plus 1 squared x minus 2. Ayan. So, alam din natin, di ba? Erase ko na to. So, alam natin na sa ating logarithmic rule, if we have e raised to logarithm of x, magiging x na lang. So, therefore, dito banda, pwede natin siyang i-simplify as e raised to integration of p dx, magiging cancel out, cancel out. Ito na lang siya. X plus 1 squared. Ayan. Then x minus 2. Okay, so therefore, dito na tayo at last. Na tayo sa mga final steps. So, therefore, substitute po natin siya class, that is y. Then, e integration of p dx natin is eto, medyo mahaba. X plus 1 squared, x minus 2. Is equivalent to the integration, same pa din. X plus 1 squared, x minus 2. And then, ano yung u natin kanina? 'Di ba? Ay, q. 'Di ba? So, recall ko lang, may screenshot ako dito. Yung q natin kanina is 1 over x over 2. X minus 2. Ayan. So, substitute lang natin sa class. Magiging 1 over x minus 2. Then, dx. So, therefore, makancel out to siya. No, i-rewrite lang natin siya ulit. Y x plus 1 squared x minus 2. Then, eto, integration of x plus 1 squared dx. Ayan. So, medyo madali na lang to. This is just power rule, no? Diba? Power rule sa integral calculus. So, sulat natin yung formula. U n du is equivalent to u n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. Okay, so therefore, clearly, yung ating u dyan is si x plus 1. Diba? So therefore, malapit na tayong matapos. That is equivalent to y x plus 1 squared x minus 2. Then, eto magiging x plus 1 raised to 3 kasi n plus 1 divided by n plus 1, which is another 3 plus c. So, basically, this is our final answer if general solution yung hinahanap. But unfortunately, meron tayong value. For letter A, ito yung answer pala. Letter A. But unfortunately, may letter B tayo, which is the particular formula. So therefore, substitute lang natin siya. That is, let x is equivalent to 5 and, baliktad. Let x is equivalent to negative 1 and y is equivalent to 5. So, substitute lang natin siya, class. Y, so 5, then negative 1 plus 1 squared. So, use your calculators, Negative 1 minus 2, then negative 1 plus 1 cube over 3 plus c. Okay? So, by using your calculator, diba? What is the value of our c? Ayan. So, by using your calculator, the value of RC is, ayan, 0 siya. Diba? Kasi ito is negative 5, negative 15, then ito is 1/3. Diba? So, mag-0 gina siya. Diba? Kasi ito ma-cancel out siya. Negative 1, ito. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. So, ito is cancelled out. 0 to. Diba? And then ito, negative 1 plus 1 pala is 0. So, 0 din siya. So, therefore, overall, lahat sila is 0. So, therefore, substitute lang natin dito, this is equivalent to y, x plus 1 squared, x minus 2, is equivalent to x plus 1 cubed over 3 plus 0. So, hindi ko na siya ilalagay. Okay? So, again, bawal po si y. Dapat si y is nasa left side alone lang siya. So, ita-transfer natin etong dalawa sa kabila. So, pag-transfer natin sa kanila, magiging ayan, x plus 1. Magiging, ito, cancel out na lang natin to. Cancel out, then ito is cancelled out. Kasi x plus 1 squared, ito is cube. Diba? So, ma-cancel out siya. So, ang remaining natin is x plus 1 over, ayan, 3. Then, ito, lipat sa kabila, x minus 2. Okay? So, therefore, this is our final answer. Sa hinabahaba ng ating solution, yan yung answer natin. Okay? So, final answer po.